Most online businesses fail. The reason to why most of the people who get into the online business game end up failing is because there are a set of rules that they must follow. And those who follow it are the ones who end up making tons of money and the ones who end up winning in this game. And that's exactly what today's chit chat is about. I want to give you the set of rules to follow to be just like the guy who's making 10, 20, 30, 50K a month from their online business. And to start with rule number one, because I don't want to waste any more of your time, sell services, not products. Tell me one time you clicked on someone's video or you opted into someone's ad and you saw them selling a product. I bet you nobody. None of your favorite guru, none of the people who get into the personal branding space end up selling products. They always sell services. You know why? Because selling services, it does not require money. It does not require storage. And it does not require a lot of work. Which is why services is the best way to go if you're trying to get your foot through the door. If you have zero to your name, or even little money to your name, anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000, and you wanna get to 10, 20, 30K, your best bet is to sell services. And also, the reason why you should get into services is because they're easy to enter, easy to learn, and very simple to fulfill. That's why you should get into services, not products. But trying to sell services, not products, could sometimes be tricky. The reason for that is because there's a lot of shiny object syndrome in the space, which brings us to rule number two. Do not follow trends. I know there's a lot of buzzwords out there. I know tons of people are making videos about a specific business model that is the next big thing and it's the only thing that will make you money and it's the best way to make money, when in reality, there's no perfect business. There's no such thing as the perfect business model. There's no such thing as the perfect way to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month. There's no perfect way. There's no special way out, which is why do not follow trends. When you pick something, you need to make sure to always stick to it. Be consistent with it. If you're running some sort of business and you go on YouTube and next thing you know you see some guy promoting some business model that you've never heard of, or someone is winning in a specific business, in your mind you might go like, you know what, maybe it's the best way to go. Maybe I should follow this guy's path, shut down whatever I'm doing. That's completely wrong. That's one way to put your foot off the track, which is why always stay consistent with one business model and do not follow trends. If you see something that's trendy, do not follow it, because quite honestly, it's too late. If something is already trendy, it's too late. Let me give you an example. When the SMMA space came around and a lot of people start flooding the market, the competition went from, I don't know, like 15% to like 1 billion%. Everybody was running an SMMA. Everybody was specialized as some sort of marketer that could help businesses do some sort of whatever outcome they want to achieve. The competition became so high that literally even me, who doesn't have a big following or doesn't have a big businesses, I get reached out by a bunch of SMMA people offering me service that I do not need. I've seen the exact same script copied and pasted by a gazillion people in my DMs, and I do not reply. You know why? Because those people follow trends and they ended up failing. So do not follow trends. But to not follow trends actually brings us to rule number 3. Be unique and authentic. The goal when you get into online business is to not copy others. The rule when you get into online business is to make sure you create something completely unique to you. The idea is simple. Instead of offering what you're not good at, instead, offer what you're good at. We are all good some way or another at some specific skill. We all have a specific thing that some of our friends would be jealous of, some people would envy to have. We have a skill, or we have achieved some sort of achievement that many of us, I'm sure, would love to have. I know tons of people who have achieved many things that I trust you, I wish I could achieve. I know tons of people who are great at learning fast, who are great at studying quickly and getting the best grades at their exams. During my time in school, I know people who knew exactly how to study properly. I envied them so much. Everybody has a specific gift that they could offer to the world, and that could be your way to make your money in the online business space. The best thing about it is that it's completely unique and authentic to you. You're not copying anybody. You're being unique and authentic to yourself. You're running a business that drives you in the morning. You're running something that really lights you up, that really pushes you every single day to go out and do greatness to the world. So always be unique and authentic. And that brings us to rule number 4. Rule number 4 stop consuming and start creating. Look, if there's one thing you should know, is that no information will ever be enough. No information will ever be enough. You're always looking for the new course to buy. You're always looking for the new coaching program to purchase. You're always looking for the new mentor. You're always looking for the new book to learn from. You're always looking for that new YouTube video to learn from. You're always dialing in. You're trying to learn more and more and more and more, thinking that there's some perfect time to start. There's some perfect sauce that you need to know. When in reality, there is no perfect sauce. There's no secret sauce, which is why you should always start creating and stop consuming. Here's what you should do. Create a plan. Set the objective. By objective, I mean, how much do you want to make? Where do you want to be within the next 6 months? And when you set the objective, create the plan. Okay, what will I do to get there? What have I learned already that could help me move the needle in my life? The best form of way to deal with anxiety, because most of us have so much anxiety about our future, the best form of way to deal with anxiety is to act consciously. Always act. There's no such thing as perfect time. There's only now. Now is the perfect time. Now is the moment to start. Now start creating. You don't need a new course. You don't need a new video. You don't need anything really. All you have to do is just really start acting on what you already know. And trust me, you will learn way more by acting than by sitting down and watching a video. Even if you finish the entire thing and you didn't implement anything, it's no use, which is why. Watch this and start acting right now. Matter of fact, you know what? Close it and start acting right now. I don't mind. You can close this. You can shut this down. You can leave. I don't mind. And go and start acting. Acting isn't always enough. And most of us will face a specific roadblock that I myself face as well. And that brings us to rule number 5. Stop comparing. Stop comparing. It's very easy to fall in the trap of idealizing everybody else online. It's very easy to see someone win in an area and tell yourself, you know what? I want to be just like this person. I want to have all the cars that they have. I want to have the perfect lifestyle. I want to have their woman. I want to have everything they have. Why don't I have it? Why is he better than me? We always compare. And when we try to compare, you know, we fall under this certain trap, is that we try to prove ourselves to everyone. We try to prove ourselves to everyone. Now, you know what's the problem with trying to prove yourself to everyone? Is that it creates importance. We assign so much importance to everything that we do. And you know what happens when you try to assign so much importance to everything that you do? Importance leads to chaos. You may ask, well, how does importance lead to chaos? The more you assign importance to something, the more you put yourself in this sort of state of mind and in this vibrational state that you do not deserve what you want. In fact, the universe does not give you what you assign so much importance to. The mindset that you should lead with is that I am good with or without it. You are good with or without it. And when you go with the mindset of I'm good with or without it, you will stop comparing yourself to everyone. You're like, it would be nice to have what he has. Either way, if I don't get what he has, I'm still good. I'm still fine. I'm still living. Still have food on the table, roof above my head. I'm good with or without it. And when you stop comparing yourself to everyone and you stop assigning so much importance to everything, guess what? It all works out. Just like you set the objective. You set the objective to make $10,000 a month. If you set the objective to make $10,000 a month and you set so much importance to it, you're not gonna make it. But if you set the objective and you just let go with the idea of just really pushing everything hard and hard and hard and hard, and you tell yourself that I'm good with or without it, it's gonna come. As long as you have the objective clear in your mind, you do not compare yourself to everyone, and you just take one foot in front of the other. You place one foot in front of the other. You take simple action. It doesn't have to be big action. If you did something today that as small as writing down your tomorrow's to-do list, that's a win. You may think, oh, that's not enough. The guy that I'm watching online is doing way more than that. No. It's all about levels. He's playing a level, you're playing a level. All of you are at certain different levels. Small actions, it's considered a win. And every time you make a win, that's one foot in front of the other. Another thing I want you to do. Everybody who gets distracted by other people's lifestyle online, and I did this actually about a year ago, I deleted all social media. Now listen up. I know that everybody says this, but let me just tell you something. Try to find another habit to replace with social media. Now, let's say you're scrolling every day, fantasizing about someone's life on social media. Instead, why don't you delete the social media apps and instead, download Audible or start listening to books. One book that I totally recommend is Reality Transurfing. If you haven't read it, please educate yourself. Go read it. Replace social media with reading a book. It's a very simple habit. Replace short-form content with long-form educational videos. Always make sure to really train your brain to not focus on other people's lives and instead direct it into learning and expanding the one gift that God gave you, which is this thing right here. If you do not utilize this properly, then honestly, what can I say? You always end up a loser, I guess. And only after you use rule number 5, then you can get to rule number 6. Rule 6. Post content. Now, by now, you should know that it's actually the only way to grow a business. I don't care what people say. I don't care what you think is right or what is wrong. You must post content. You must pick up the camera and start talking to people on YouTube, man. I'm telling you. You know why? Because on YouTube, the only thing that matters are 2 things. 1, who you speak to. And 2, what do they get in return? People are on this platform nowadays to be educated. And if you act as the bridge to the information they're looking for, guess what? You're gonna win. And you're gonna make a lot of money just by posting content. But the best thing is, when it comes to posting content, it's actually not as hard as you think. You know why? Because the only way to win in this content game is not by niching down, but it's about talking about what you learn. Look, it doesn't matter what source of expertise you have, what sort of skills that you already have. If you have any sort of achievement, a life story, a skill, a passion, you're good in some sort of field, talk about it to the camera, put it up online on social media. People exist to learn more about you. People want to get to connect with people that they can relate to. Always talk about what you learn about and what you already know. You do not have to be a guru. Please, 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 I know many of you would love to get in the space of making money online videos, but you don't have to become one of those in order to make money. You just have to talk about what you already know, what you're good at, your life story, your expertise, your passions, your skills. Always connect and look for a way to connect with people that can relate to you, that people that you know you can help because you understand exactly what they're going through. And that actually goes hand in hand with rule number 3. Be authentic and unique. Be someone who does not follow the crowd. Do not be monkey see, monkey do. Okay? I know many of you will see something that's working on YouTube and they're like, ooh, they're gonna try and do exactly whatever that person is doing. They're like, oh my god, that person got 600,000 views or 100,000 views in a very specific video. Let me go out there and copy the exact same title and thumbnail and exact same video concept as him. Come on, that's not how it works. You know why they got so many views? Because they were authentic. They came up with their own way of posting content. They were like, okay, I have this sort of topic that's in my mind. I know I understand exactly what I'm going to be talking about. May as well just be me and pick up the camera and post it. They did not see what's working and they copied it. They did not create a script for the video and follow it. No, they just picked up the camera, talked about what they already knew, and posted it. And then all they did is have some sort of a link in the description of a service that they're offering related to what they're talking about. You could be great at communicating. You could be great at, helping people find partners. Whatever they're good at, they talk about it, they post it, and then they have in their descriptions links that directs people to services that they offer around the topic and the area that they're teaching about. Do not niche down too much. Try and make your videos be targeted to a broad market. Not too broad, but a market that's broad enough to bring in good subscribers in that then you can make money from and also have them benefit from the money that they give you. And I want you to understand something. When it comes to creating videos on YouTube, it only requires 1,500 qualified views to make 10K. Anywhere from 5K to 10K. It only requires 1,500 views, qualified views, to make anywhere from 5K to 10K. You know why I'm saying this? Because this channel has made me good money. Although I'm not getting tens of thousands of views, it has made me good money. Also, another channel that I have does not have tons of views. In fact, I barely crack 50 views, but with enough volume and getting to 1,500 qualified views, I made 10K from that channel. Do not focus on the amount of subscribers you're getting. Instead, focus on the content that you're putting out, which should be speaking to a specific market that will help them solve a specific problem or get to a specific outcome. Make sure that the titles are targeted to them, so you call out your people in your titles and you have them click on your video. Make sure your video is, educational enough and entertaining enough. Eventually, you will get to your goal. As long as you're posting content, you're being unique and authentic with your videos, and you're talking about stuff that you already know, stuff that you're already good at. But when it comes to posting content, I also need you to realize this one simple key factor. Brings us to rule number 7. Give without expecting. Now, what does that mean? We all want to make so much. We all want to get so much out of the world. We all want to get so many things out of reality and the world that we live in. The problem is, we've created this sort of mindset that I'm going to give someone something and in return, I'm going to expect something in return. The problem is, that does not work in the business space. Always give up what you want. By giving up what you want, I mean giving up the idea of I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna expect something in return. For example, I'm creating this video for you. Do I expect you to subscribe? No. Do I expect you to like? No. Do I expect you to buy anything from me? No. I'm creating this video completely for you, and I'm not expecting anything in return. In the future, perhaps this video will pay off. I don't know, maybe. Maybe it won't. I'm not expecting anything. So do not attach anything to expectations. Always give without expecting. When you create content, give everything. Hold back nothing. Give everything, hold back nothing. Most people, they try to not mention or give out everything in their videos because they want people to come and purchase their stuff. But guess what? That's not the way to operate. Because if you try to hold back anything, you're again assigning importance to the idea that you want people to buy from you. You have this so much importance attached that I'm not gonna give them everything, because if I do, then I'm not gonna make any money. There's so much importance around that topic. And if you have so much importance attached to it, guess what? You're not going to make any money. You're not going to attract viewers. You're not going to get people to like and trust you. Always give without expecting anything in return. Especially when you create your content. Content is a place where we do not expect anything from anyone. Take entertainers as your best example. Entertainers create videos for nothing, okay? I know many creators, many creators. I don't know them personally. I haven't spoken to them face to face, but I watch those specific creators. Again, I'm a human being. I watch YouTube videos sometimes from entertainers. They do not have anything in it for them. Sure, they might have some sponsorships here and there, but they create videos that puts a smile on people's face, like my face. In your case, it would be creating videos to educate people for their benefit, not your benefit. Always put the other viewer first, not yourself. Sure, put yourself first in terms of health and other aspects of your life, but in terms of trying to get something out of life, make sure to give someone what you're trying to get, and eventually it will come to you. Perhaps not that person you give it to, but to some other guy. So always make sure to create videos for nothing, give without expecting, and always create content, because creating content and giving without expecting is the best way to create trust. Nobody buys from anybody that they don't like and trust. And that actually brings us to rule number 8. Rule 8, create trust. We live in a world where everybody is really trying to milk the other person they're talking to. They're always telling themselves, okay, what's in it for me? I want to make sure I be speaking to someone that I could benefit from. That's selfish. And selfish people are not trusted, but that's not what you should aim for. Be someone who's trusted. And how could you create trust? Sure, by giving and not expecting, but also giving stuff for free. Let me give an example. When you start to create content, when you put yourself out to the world talking about the stuff you're good at, creating a business, an online business completely unique to you, around your specific expertise, around your knowledge, around your passions, around your current skills, give stuff away for free, like a guide or roadmaps or strategies completely for free. I once had a strategy that I had people purchase for $45, I believe so. Although sure, some people purchased it, I told myself, wouldn't it be good to just give everything on that guide and blueprint completely for free? Which is why I want to tell you today, if you need that roadmap that I was offering for money a couple months ago, DM me on Instagram and I'll send it to you. I'll give it to you for free. I want you to trust me. I'm not gonna go around the bush here, but I want you to trust me. And I want people to trust you, which is why always create stuff and give it for free. By stuff, you could, I don't know, offer advising sessions. You could give them, like I said, a roadmap to help them achieve a specific goal. You could give them, I don't know, a gift, so like a giveaway. For example, on your content, you could be like, like, comment, subscribe, and perhaps you could enter this giveaway and I'll give you $50, for example. Always give stuff. We live in a world where you get what you give. If you give nothing, you get nothing. If you give something, perhaps you get a lot. So always make sure to give stuff away for free without hesitating or holding back. And another way to create trust is, like I said, go on advising sessions, because the goal when you create content is to give people what they need. And here's what I mean by that. Many people, they like to either feel heard, comforted, or they like to learn about something new. If you could give people exactly what they need, you're gonna put yourself in a very, very high place. So if you're a complete newbie and you've never made money online, you don't have any sort of case studies or testimonials around the thing that you're offering, except for you being the case study, what you could do is really tell people, hey, I'm opening up anywhere from 5 to 6 slots. Book a call with me. Let me see how I can help you. I wanna, see what I can do for you completely for free. And on the call, learn exactly what their problems are. What are their goals? What have they tried? and what's stopping them from going from point A to point B. Best thing you can do is on those calls, you could ask for permission to record them. Tell them, hey, would you be okay if I record those sessions? They will tell you, yeah, I'm fine with it. Absolutely, go ahead, fire away. You record the calls and you can post them on YouTube. Another way to gain trust. Completely free advising sessions, helping people completely for free. You're not holding back, you're getting experience. And you can use those calls as case studies. You build up your portfolio, and more people come in to tell themselves, oh my God, this person has already done X, Y, and Z with those amount of people. I trust him. Let me go and pay him and work directly with him. So always create trust by being there for people and putting them first. And again, those rules are the exact same rules that I've used, are the exact same rules that you should use to go from 0 to 5, 10, 20, 30, 50K a month. Because at the end of the day, rules are there and made for people like us to use. There's no such thing as fast success. There's no such thing as lucky success. There's only principles that we must follow, and those principles will lead us to victory.